So in this video, I wanted to make the focus on narrow-based AI. So I figure in the news and a lot of what people are talking about and probably really excited about is AGI, or like advancing big AI and advancing it to do multiple different things. And that's what the general AI community is focused on. And I think that's a beautiful goal. And I think we should continue to focus on that goal. But for business purposes specifically, I think that a lot of the breakthroughs for business are going to come in with more narrow AI. And I think that for business, it's going to be a blend of general AI like this as we continue to make AI more generalized, but then also coupling that with narrow. And I think that the companies that execute on narrow AI the best are going to be the ones that differentiate the most as this AI revolution continues. And so with that in mind, I just wanted to show and focus off of one particular app and showcase exactly how a business could utilize and can utilize narrow-based AI within the status quo. And then so this particular app is called Talk to My Doc. And this particular doc that it refers to in this demo instance is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So overall, off the top, the first thing to keep in mind is that this is an LLM model. So it's like ChatGPT, like Google Bard, etc. It's trained on language overall. It can communicate with you, and it knows overall language. But the responses that it's trained to give and the data set, the specific data set that it's trained on is, in this instance, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So this particular AI model can tell you anything about this particular doc in this instance, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but not a lot else. So if I ask it, do you know who Alice is from Alice in Wonderland? No, I don't know who Alice is from Alice in Wonderland. But if I ask it a question, what is 42? "42 is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything." And then I ask it, is a human or a dolphin the more intelligent species? Humans are the third most intelligent species on the planet, with dolphins being the second most intelligent. So again, everything that it is trained on as far as a response is with regards towards the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And then we can get very specific within this. And I think that this is where it gets very critical and beyond fun for business. So these first two examples, I think, were kind of like fun examples. And I wanted to use them to set up what you can do with this technology. But now let's dive a little bit deeper into it. Let's say, what is the third sentence of the second paragraph of the US paperback edition of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on page, let's say, 157. Beautiful. So what we can see within this example is very specific querying of data sets. So why I think that this is very applicable to business is, let's say that instead of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that this was looking at a data set that had, let's say that it had multiple data sets in it. It had data sets from your CRM system, you have email storage that's being dumped into your data warehouse, and then you had trained it to parse through some emails, some different things, and then you can ask it what was an email, what was the subject of all emails that were sent to particular parties, what in our going through our specific database and all of the data that exists within it, what are the customers that fit X and Y criteria, or X, Y, Z plus A, B, C, D, E, F. You can get really very specific with your wording of the what you want to drill into it. So in this instance, again, it's very trained on Hitchhiker's Guide. So if you were just imagining that this is a different business applicable data set, how powerful this would be for an individual business. And technology like this Talk to My Doc, this is, I think that's the other aspect that companies really don't understand, is that this could be powered on a personal PC. Like, you could grab a personal off-the-shelf computer, put Talk to My Doc, this specific model, on that computer, and then start training it on your specific database. And so just replace, again, Hitchhiker's Guide with Company X's database, and then as long as that data, what you want to make sure is that data is clean, that the data is labeled, and that you're actually training the model before you get it up and running. So there are some specific requirements to get it off the ground, but as far as what you're looking at, as far as general hardware and software expenses, it could literally be as low as $50-$100. There is, in general, in a general sense, not an expense involved with the technology when you're talking about this level of the technology, which is essentially a lot simpler than something like ChatGPT 4. While you can have, you're not going to be able to have conversations again about everything with this LLM. You're going to be able to have conversations with it on everything related to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it knows the English language, but that's it. That's the narrowness of this particular AI's focus. And then, but I think that in a business sense, launching maybe, when we get into the future, launching 25, 30 of these individualized and narrow AIs is where businesses are really going to take off, and it's going to be huge for them. But I think in the interim, just starting out, I think getting businesses to even know that this technology exists, that there is a such thing as narrow AI and narrow LLM models, as opposed to LLM is not just ChatGPT. There's plenty of other technology out there besides it, and other technology that's free and a lot cheaper and a lot more applicable. So this entire world isn't just ChatGPT, I think, is the general message that I would like to portray within this video. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.